These are natives of Niger getting ready for soldier recruitment. These people are volunteering themselves, ready to sacrifice their life for their motherland. And we all know that Niger is one of the poorest countries in the whole world. But when it comes to natural resources, they have one of the biggest, which is uranium. And because France gave them a partial independence, whatever uranium content that they extract, France take at least 70 to 80% of it. And they don't even give them the money due them. They take the uranium content to France, evaluate it, and they give them 1 out of 10% money due to Niger. And because of that, Niger has become one of the poorest countries because they generate most of their income from that resources, and because they are being cheated on, the economical crisis is just messed up. This thing has been going on for a very long time. That is why the Niger army decided to overthrow the sitting government, because the economical crisis is just dwindling. And because of that, ECOWAS is not happy. France is not happy because they've cut ties with France. And you know, France also generates light from this uranium. And since they've cut ties with them, part of France are sleeping in darkness. There's lighthouse in part of France. I'm telling you for a fact. You can check on the internet. And ECOWAS have declared war against Niger if they don't restore back the sitting government and restore the democracy. And ever since then, Niger also showed them that, hey, Master, they've mobilized their people. They did a video and sent it to ECOWAS to send a warning and a signal to all African countries who are trying to bring soldiers to invade in their country. Now ECOWAS is trying to mobilize these West African soldiers to go to war at Niger, which I think it is a no-no, especially when it comes to Ghana, because the only route Ghana can use to Niger is pass through Burkina Faso. Meanwhile, Burkina Faso are also in a coup regime. They've also cut ties with France and they are in support with Niger. So tell me, how possible is it going to be for Ghana soldiers to invade Niger through Burkina Faso? I mean, this is nothing to write about. They will go and they will not come back alive, because the amount of money they invest in their military, and when you go to Niger like this, now weapons are being so cheap. Libya are selling weapons to them, and all their neighboring countries who have been to war, who have the weapons, are selling their weapons to Niger at cheaper prices. How much money do we invest in our security system in Ghana? Do we have the equipment to go and fight? This is a war between Niger and France. You people should just leave it alone. This is not an African war. These people are trying to take us for a ride. We shouldn't engage ourselves in any activities involving these francophone countries. They should just leave us alone so that we also manage our own affairs. What ECOWAS are trying to do will do nothing good. This is a war between Niger and France, or the francophone countries. We were not colonized by France, so this is not a war between African countries. This is a war between Niger and France. I think they are matured enough to settle, their differences. All right, we should just count ourselves out of this whole thing because we don't even have the equipment. And I think Niger know what is good for their country, and I think they are doing what is suit them. So we shouldn't involve in other sovereign countries. This is a warning. Ghana shouldn't even try. How many jet fighters do we even have in this country? Just 3 days ago, they were able to, blast a Nigerian helicopter. We shouldn't even try. Because 1, we don't have the equipment. 2, we don't have the men. The only thing Ghana soldiers know how to do is to go to Ashamai and beat the hell out of people. That is what they know how to do. Jama soldiers, TikTok soldiers. This is what we know how to do in this country. We should just maintain and like what one guy said in Onya TV, like fanboy soldiers. We should just maintain that standard and just stay in our zone. Going for war is not a cheap thing. We shouldn't even try it. So this is a signal, this is a warning. Niger soldiers are signaling to these West African countries who are trying to invade their privacy and invade their security system. So take note of it. If you have a friend or you have a brother who is in the military, please advise him to just resign if they choose him to go on a war. Please, this is not a war between African countries. We should stay out of it. This is between the Niger community and France. They should try and settle their differences because France has been cheating Niger for a very long time. Chale, oko Niger okromo no ma won rebe ho keke. Niger is nothing to write home about. These people are trying to shape their country by using the coup. All right. Now all these francophone countries, the soldiers are taking over. They know what is suit and they know what is best for them. We should just allow them to manage their own affairs and live and mind our own business. This is only 2 months. Can you subscribe to my channel to become part of this beautiful family? Until then, peace out.